calls himself the best on the planet.
Bam.
One of the hottest lyricists in Passaic, New Jersey.
Appreciate that.
Not just Passaic, New Jersey, but in Jersey. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep it.
That sounds a
all the
lot
way
better.
hood. You
That
feel me?
sounds a lot better. I appreciate that.
It's my homeboy from back in the day.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Long time.
Impeccable lyricist.
Appreciate that. Thank you, brother.
My man Ghost, everybody.
The great one. Yeah, what's good? We here, baby.
So Ghost, man, thanks for coming, man. I appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you for having me, man. Thank you. Anytime.
Yo, so we're gonna get right to it. How do you get your name, Ghost?
I started with Young Ghost because I was back in high school, started trying to write verses, and I never knew what a 16 was, so it'd be like 2 pages front and back just full of rhymes. And we used to freestyle on the block, like, and the OGs out there, the older heads used to be like, yo, that's a Young Ghost right there. Y'all can't see him, because that was the thing back. Oh, niggas can't see me. I'm the Ghost. I'm Young Ghost. And another thing, I used to just pop up out of nowhere without nobody knowing nothing. And motherfuckers would look at me like, yo, when the hell did you get here? Been here about a half hour, man. And then within the blink of an eye, I'm gone. Nobody even know that I left. So yeah, that kind of stuck with me. And as I got older, I dropped the young part and added the great one, because I feel like anything you do in life, you want to be your best to be great at it.
Where did you grow up? And like, was your neighborhood where you grew up at, was it a rough neighborhood?
Passaic, New Jersey. I lived everywhere in Passaic, downtown, midtown, uptown. I met a lot of people because I went to a bunch of different elementary schools, and I was a bad kid in elementary school, man. I was getting suspended at like first grade, pulling fire alarms and shit. So, as I matured a little bit, I started doing better, like 5th, 6th grade, and then I moved uptown. And by the time I got to high school was when shit started getting real, like, the homies, the gangs, the beefs, like, shit was just crazy. But yeah, you live and you learn.
Yeah. Being that your name is Ghost, another word for ghost would be spirit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And from my experience, I know that music is very spiritual.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about that?
It's funny you mention that, because I actually dropped an EP last year called The Spirit. And I named it that because the studio where I record, stack federal dollars every time he see me. He'd be like, yo, El Espíritu, the spirit was good. One time for the spirit. So I think that it's just a plethora of emotions, man. Like, it puts you in any type of mood, however you feel. And me personally, I like to be in a dark space, and when I'm creating, I like to be alone and just secluded in my little bubble. And that's where I feel like all my ideas and all my thoughts just start running crazy. So whether it be like spiritual, whether it be angry, happy, sad, I could just be in that bubble and create and make it happen. I think spirituality plays a lot when it comes to music as a whole, not just hip hop. Yeah.
You're known in the neighborhood as being super lyrical. I've seen you do battles and stuff like that. Like, so in the process of you being lyrical, it's funny that spiritual rhymes with lyrical.
Yeah,
it coincides.
Lyrical miracles.
I just wanna add that, like, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate lyricism, so I have to highlight that. You know what I'm saying, for my man Ghost.
Appreciate that.
He's one of the only ones that really focuses on the craft as far as being lyrical. And
appreciate that.
And I appreciate that, So Ghost, what's What's your thoughts about being super competitive in hip hop?
I feel like you have to be competitive if it's something that you're taking seriously and you want others to take you seriously as well. That doesn't mean go out and make a diss track about everybody. Obviously, just for me, it means just being the best I could be and being able to hold my own with whoever's in the room, you know. And by the end of whatever session I'm in, whoever's in there, if I'm meeting them for the first time, they're gonna know who I am after that, because I take pride in my pen more than anything else.
Okay. So you want to let it be known to the world. That's why you call yourself the best on the planet, right?
Yeah, anything you got, anything you trying to do, man, be the best on the planet, man, which is on the Passaic album out right now on all streaming platforms. If y'all ain't hear it, go get it.
So since you mentioned the Passaic album, how do you feel about the unity that happened during that process?
I think it was dope. I think it was a beautiful thing. Shout out to Kaimo for putting that all together, because we never really seen anything like that. Because Passaic, as its own city, a lot of the artists in Passaic are competitive. And it's always, oh, this nigga hating. This nigga from that hood, he hating. But it took somebody to say, listen, that's not what this is about. We got to put the town on the map as a whole. It can't just be one person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It might start with one person, but when it's finished, it's going to be a whole regime. People are going to know who we are. So I thought it was a beautiful thing.
What are you bringing to the table in hip hop?
Authenticity, versatility, humility, lyrical greatness. Just me, man, as a whole. More versatility than anything else, because I could pretty much write about anything. I could jump into any pocket. I could switch up my flow X amount of times. And the lyrics are still going to be there no matter what. But yeah, I feel like I just bring that raw rap.
Or how do you navigate in the music industry?
I rose dolo from state to state. Yeah, man. It's a lot of gatekeepers, dark forces. You gotta stay away from those dark forces if you're trying to be a beacon of light. And I'm trying to be a beacon of light. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to shine bright and not be in the darkness.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Okay.
It's a lot when it comes to things like that, but you know, a lot of people can't talk about much stuff like that.
Yeah.
But we all know what goes on in the game, the shady shit.
Yeah, we changing the narrative on that.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
a fact. Got to.
So what's the biggest lesson you've learned as an artist?
The biggest lesson I've learned is to don't fall for the people that sell you dreams. Because at the end of the day, they're not the ones that's going to get you there. You're going to get there on your own. If someone's believing in you more than you believing in yourself, then there's something wrong with you. But there could be people that believe in you all for the wrong reasons. They got ulterior motives. So if you don't have that belief in yourself and feel like you could really get there, what you doing it for?
So do you have any advice for any other young spitters in the game right now, or that's putting themselves out there as an artist?
Keep grinding. The way the music biz is working right now is everything is content, everything is internet based, and the young kids, they pretty much got that part of it on smash. But keep going, keep grinding, keep showing your face, and put out that good work.
Do you prefer working alone, or do you like collabing with other artists?
I like to collab with other artists because for me, like we spoke about with the competitiveness, it brings that competitive nature out of me. Like, not to say, oh, I'm gonna kill you on this shit, but I'm always thinking that in my mind. Like, I feel like I gotta have the best verse.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Whereas opposed to like if I'm working alone, I already know I'm gonna put out some heat regardless. So I'm just gonna do me when I'm by myself. But around other artists, they get to see how I interact with them. I get to see how they interact with me. We get to feed off each other's energy and vibes. And it's always like, all right, let's see who's gonna come out on top on this song. And with that mindset, I already know the song is gonna come out fire.
Right. Especially if the other artist has the same mindset, and that just makes a song 10 times, 100 times greater.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, man.
I love the collaboration part of it, though.
So who would you work with in the music industry right now if you had the opportunity?
Right now, like we talking about older rappers or new rappers?
It don't matter. Anybody you feel like you would do a collab like right now?
I would like to get on a track with Benny the Butcher. I would love that.
Yeah, that's a good pick. Like that.
I would love to get on a track with Jada.
Yeah, super lyrical.
Yeah, man.
All the way around the board. Yeah.
A lot of the older rappers.
Okay.
Yeah. Shout out to the young boys out there doing their thing too. That's not to say like I don't rock with y'all, because I like a lot of the young boys too.
Facts.
It's just, a lot of the stuff that they do, it's not really my cup of tea, but I could still lay a verse down for it. Like, that's not a problem. It's just more or less I'm more comfortable with my sound.
What kind of message are you conveying through your music?
I think what I'm conveying is that you don't have to be afraid to be vulnerable when you make music. You know what I mean? Music is expressive. Music is, you put whatever you're feeling out there, and they gonna feel it if it's coming from the heart. So anytime I'm recording, I'm coming from the heart with all my music, and I just hope people receive it that way, and somewhere out there in the world there's people that could relate.
So do you have any projects that you would like to share with the audience?
I got the Trial Run EP with Paige and Dr. Juan. Shout out Bay City. We dropped that last year around Goosey Night. And then we came right back with the Spirit EP that dropped New Year's Eve of last year. Then I dropped Ultimate Madness. Right now I'm working on a project with Stack Federal Dollars, produced by Paige and Dr. Juan, called Road Warriors EP. And right after that we got another one called Retrovision.
Okay.
Yeah, I put out a single, Underdog, maybe last month, 2 months, probably a couple weeks before the Passaic album dropped. So yeah, I put a couple singles out too. Great Times. Everything is on all DSPs. And right now we focused on Road Warriors. And then right after that, Retrovision.
Okay. Yeah, you got some work coming.
Yeah, man, we working.
Yeah, you guys got something to look forward to.
We working,
for real.
Sure.
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy GhostDaGr81, man. Just finished the interview at the Cypher Room. My homie Focus Frequency. Passaic, New Jersey, stand up. Y'all already know what the fuck it is. Tight roping on the balcony, overlooking the ledge. Staring at the fall, by any means is the pledge. If you don't stand for that, you fall for anything. Why bother? We are not alike. I'm gonna take death before dishonor. Y'all get in the drama and decide to take the stand. Convinced that if you rat, somehow you'll get the upper hand. That's funny. I'ma treat beef like a bocce. I guess some of y'all never learned watching Tekashi. Disgraceful. I bet when y'all go outside, y'all feel shameful. Can never stop me eating. I'm always keeping my plate full. With room for seconds, my appetite for destruction. Tearing down what y'all worked hard to build. I'm the disruption. My vision go past the stars, reaching so high. Bay City, we keep that work flipping like EO Sky. In a minute, y'all gonna realize we built a lethal roster. I'm the front line, produced by the evil doctor. Bang!